At 5:30 tonight, the polls are essentially closed for Rhode Island state workers and retirees to vote on the proposed pension settlement. The proposal has been controversial. Ballots needed to be mailed in by yesterday, and no return ballot is counted as a yes vote. Tonight, we're digging deeper into all the developments in the story. Eyewitness News reporter Steve Nielsen is working the latest now on the pension settlement impact.
Mike, this potential pension settlement could put an end to a major lawsuit impacting every taxpayer in the state. Today marks one of the first steps in the process before the settlement could eventually get approved. Unions and retirees weren't happy when state lawmakers passed a sweeping pension reform law in 2011. The law saved billions of dollars for taxpayers by cutting benefits for tens of thousands of Rhode Islanders. After more than a year of litigation, state and union leaders unveiled a proposed settlement in February. Over the last several weeks, rank-and-file union members and retirees have been voting on it. Friday morning, their votes started being tallied. Ray Sullivan's a spokesperson for the plaintiffs and says we may learn the results sometime next week.
This is the first step of a continuing, ongoing process, and we, like everyone else, are just awaiting the results.
If they vote to approve, a judge will then look at whether the deal's fair, and if it is, she'll call a second vote, this time including nearly everyone in the pension system. But they're not the only ones who have to vote. The General Assembly would need to pass the settlement too, and the brand new Speaker of the House was non-committal about its prospects on this week's taping of Newsmakers.
It's difficult when it gets handed to us at almost the same time that we're going to be concentrating on a budget. And you know my priority, jobs and the economy. So I'm not going to take anything up or divert too much time to an issue that takes away from jobs and the economy.
Meanwhile, Sullivan rejected accusations that the voting process on the settlement hasn't been fair.
We've been very proactive in responding to questions when they come in and have set up opportunities to share information as quickly as possible.
So if it turns out plaintiffs do not pass the settlement once the results come in, the original lawsuit would then continue to move ahead. I'm Steve Nielsen, Eyewitness News.